The belief in mermaids have arisen at the very dawn of our species. Magical female figures first appear in cave paintings in the Stone Age period some 30,000 years ago. In some of the legends of the Pacific Islands, it's said that human beings are descended from both mermaids and mermen. It seems somewhere back in time their tails somehow dropped off, and people were able to walk on land. A good example of this is the creator god Vetia, who was usually depicted as being half human and half fish. About 7,000 years ago in the Sahara Desert, artists painted giraffes, cows, goats, dogs and people who appear to be swimming. Some scientists believe the artist witnessed these scenes in what is now the harsh and barren Sahara Desert, but which was once a lush green landscape as recently as 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. The paintings are on the walls of a cave in the mountains Gilf Kiba Plateau in the New Valley of southwest Egypt, near the border with Libya. Physical scientists researching in the area recently drew a tentative link between the figures, who may or may not be swimming, and two lakes 124 miles south. An archaeologist discounts the notion, saying the timing is off and the figures in the cave paintings may not even be swimming. Researchers discovered signs of possible life called carbonate deposits and microbioliths. These were on the canyon walls not far from the paintings. They speculate if the paintings are truly swimmers, the artists may have voyaged to the lakes and taken inspiration from swimming or seeing swimmers there, with some speculating that they may have seen aquatic humanoids. In 1493, sailing off the coast of Hispaniola, Columbus reported seeing 3 female forms which rose high out of the sea, but were not as beautiful as they are represented. The logbook of Blackbeard, an English pirate, records that he instructed his crew on several voyages to steer away from charted waters, which he called enchanted for fear of merfolk or mermaids, which Blackbeard himself and members of his crew reported seeing. These sightings were often recounted and shared by sailors and pirates who believed that mermaids brought bad luck, and would bewitch them into giving up their gold and dragging them to the bottom of the sea. 2 sightings were reported in Canada near Vancouver and Victoria, one from sometime between 1870 and 1890, the other from 1967. A Pennsylvanian fisherman reported 5 sightings of a mermaid in June 1881. In 2009, after dozens of people reported seeing a mermaid leaping out of Hafia waters and doing aerial tricks, the Israeli coastal town of Kiryat Yam offered a $1 million reward for proof of its existence. In February 2012, work on 2 reservoirs in Zimbabwe stopped when workers refused to continue, stating that mermaids had hounded them away from the sites. It was reported by Samuel, the Water Resources Minister. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration had this to say about mermaids. Mermaids, those half-human, half-fish sirens of the sea, are legendary sea creatures, chronicled in maritime cultures since time immemorial. The ancient Greek epic poet Homer wrote of them in the Odyssey. In the ancient Far East, mermaids were the wives of powerful sea dragons, and served as trusted messengers between their spouses and the emperor on land. The Aboriginal people of Australia call mermaids Yorks, a name that may refer to their mesmerising songs. But are mermaids real? No evidence of aquatic humanoids has ever been found. Why then do they occupy the collective unconscious of nearly all seafaring people? That's a question best left to historians, philosophers and anthropologists. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more countdown videos.